Hey everybody, welcome back. So, you want to hear your radio a whole lot better in crowded environments? I want you to check out this Retevis two-way radio headset. And we're going to do a demo of it today. Alright everybody, welcome back. So, one of the things I've discovered from doing parades and working emergencies and events is that sometimes it's very, very hard to hear a handheld radio. If you're dealing with helicopters landing and emergency scenes and first responders showing up with their sirens going, or you're just doing a parade and now's the time that the drum line decides to go by you and Net Control is calling you asking you about the status of the parade. So having a way to plug an ear up and just hear your radio in it is crucial. One of the reasons I like these is because it's not both ears. So you can still hear what's going on. If somebody's talking to you, you can hear it, but you got one side you can block off. And this antenna, this microphone, will go either way. So it can be either forward or backward, depending on how you want it. Very simple to use. This works with a bunch of radios. The microphone can rotate 300 degrees. You can put the headset on your left or right ear, like I said. You can adjust the headband. I've done a little adjustment on it because it was kind of small when I got it. A little bit of a wrench there will straighten it out. I added a little bit of length to it, but not bad. The construction of this thing, the quality of this thing, if you've ever flown in helicopters, you know those headsets. This thing is built like a tank. It has an on and off. I'm going to turn it off for now. There is no internal battery in this. This runs off your radio. This is where your line plugs in. As you can tell here, there's a button here. This is very positive click in connect type connection. Down at the bottom here, this isn't your microphone, but this is your microphone activation button. You can clip that on any part of a uniform or a shirt, vest, whatever. Push down to talk, let up to go. It does have Vox as well if you want to use that. This here is your connection to your radio. Now, there are other connections you can buy. Let me move this back a little bit. This screws on here, and this comes out. It's a 9-pin connector, I believe. There are other connections you can buy for this, and you can email the company and ask them directly. This is from Retevis. They're very responsive, so that's no problem at all. But for now, this is the K-head 2-pin compatible with the Retevis radios, and as well as your Baofangs. So, let me show you what this would go into. Of course, it wouldn't be any good if I didn't have a radio that it was compatible with, huh? So, I will tell you one thing. The sound out of this is very clear, not too bassy. Sometimes you want to hear the mid-ranges and the actual sound of somebody's voice, and not just a muffled up or bassy, you know. So I kind of like that I like more treble. I've always liked more treble in sound systems than bass. So I can actually hear what's going on. Work very, very well. Microphone is very, very responsive. I had it out here. I'm going to move it a little closer when we actually do the demo. But I had it all the way out here, and it was able to pick me up no problem. So we are going to try this on 2 meters. It fits on my head very comfortably. This is what's nice, too. This padding. I find I don't sweat as much the more I'm padded there. It doesn't push down on my ear too hard, and then you get all that sweat buildup. The headband here from Retevis is a very nice padded headband. It will feel a little big at first because this is pushing off your head, but believe me, that's comfortable, and you'll want that after a while. This side here is padded as well, so pushing up against your head on that side will not bother you. I've worn this now for about 5 hours working out here, just messing around, listening to the local repeaters on my HT, and it's been extremely comfortable. I had some stuff to do out here before I shot this video today. Today is Sunday, so I figured I would get it done before I shot the video, and I figured I'd test it out. So this is the box it comes in. Fairly simple. Works very, very well for my purposes so far. And I'll tell you something, I've used the little earplugs, you know, that you plug into your radio and just stick in your ear. They don't block out noise half as well. I've used cheap headsets. MFJ puts out a boom mic headset thing with a little tiny earpiece. It does not work as well as this. Trust me on that. It does not work as well. This is a nice, loud, clear sound. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a radio in here for you to hear me through this microphone. I obviously can't let you hear through that speaker, but you have to take my word on it. It sounds good. And I'm going to take this radio outside, and we're going to transmit on 2 meters, and you're going to receive it on a radio that is brand new. Watch for videos in the future. This radio is freaking cool. This is the Yaesu FT818. This is an all-mode, all-band 6-watt QRP rig. I would have done a review on it already, but I'm still learning it. And I'm waiting for antenna tuner, antennas, all the goodies. So it's going to be a little bit before I actually review this radio. But this is the radio we're going to listen to now. I have it set on the front antenna here. You can just set it with a setting there to use the back antenna. And we're just going to go on a simplex frequency. And if you give me a second here, we will turn that on. There also is an internal battery in this, so that's kind of cool too. I am going to zoom down low enough so you can actually see the signal quality and everything in there when we get it set up. So let me set this up. Let me get outside and get that, and we will give this speaker headset a try. All right, there you are, eye level with the receiver. I'm going to turn on the, there we go. So we are 14655, and my radio's on 14655. I'm going to run outside. I'll edit that part out so you don't have to sit here and watch a dead radio for a minute and a half. I'm going to go about halfway down my down my block, and I'm going to transmit with this, and we're going to see how it sounds. If I did it in here, of course, it would be rather loud and annoying. So let me get down the street, and we'll cut back in when I'm talking on it. All right, everybody, this is W6UTC. I am testing a new headset. If anybody's on frequency, go ahead and come back to me. Otherwise, we'll just continue to test this radio out. And give it a count. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, W6UTC, I will be clear, and we will continue with our video. Now, one of the things I like of 2 volume controls, you have one on your radio, and you have one here. I can turn that up or down as much as I need to. So I can kind of regulate it with this if it's too loud for some situations, but not loud enough for another. Like if I have this radio in a pouch or on my vest and I don't want to mess with it, I have it set maybe to mid-volume. I can turn this up or down as needed and not even need to touch the radio. Definitely cancels out noise very, very well. In the ear that it's covering, you will not hear anything but what you need to hear. It's nice and loud. It's nice and clear. And like I said, you know, when I was using it to monitor repeaters the other day, I had no problem hearing anything, even over noise. You'll notice every once in a while my heat pump for the AC runs back here, and didn't even hear that. It was clear as day. Even when I was speaking, when the heat pump was running in here, when I was outside, you couldn't hear it. So definitely a cool little system. I'm really pleased with it for the price of it. You know, I mean, heck, I mean, they remind me of, gosh, I forget who makes the green ones that you see in helicopters. I want to say Electro Voice. But I mean, they're on par with that kind of quality. There's some weight to them. There's some girth to them. They're well made, very easily adjustable. This isn't going to pull out anytime soon. This is literally screwed. You push and then screw it on. So that's nice and secure. You got the Kevlar lined wires here, so nothing's going to go rip on you. Definitely a cool thing. I will be using this for events when I go out and do ham radio events. Last year I showed you when I did the parade. Man, this would have come in handy during that. Because let me tell you, if I had to leave my station where I was set up and bring my radio with me, would have been definitely handy. I will contact them on getting more different types of connections on these. Obviously, they're available. If I were to give you a list, what I'm going to do here, you can pause the video when I put this up. I'm going to let it fade in there. And you can pause that video and take a look at all of the different types of radio this fits. Now, there's more. There's much more. So that's a start there, okay? When you're done pausing that, here we go. Here's a bunch more, and I'm going to slowly scroll through this. You've got Kenwoods. You've got the Linton. You've got HYTs. So anywhere you see one of your radios, possibly, just freeze this, and you can see if it fits. So I'm definitely going to be ordering different plugs for these. I want to see if I can find one for my FT818, for my HF rig that I just showed you there. And believe me, there'll be tons of videos on that. I plan on setting up somewhere remote and operating with it. That's my motivation to upgrade my license, because right now I'm a tech, and I've been a tech since 1999, and it's darn well time to go up to general. So I have been studying and working on my upgrades, so that's going to come really soon. Anyway, folks, this is the Retevis two-way radio headset. This is such a nice, for the money. I mean, right now they're going for $62.99. So for $63, you can have professional grade headset and not mess around with those cheapy MFJs or cheapy, no brand name stuff. This thing really, really puts out the sound right into the ear where you need it. You heard the microphone is awesome. It's got a nice little windsock on it. It is wrapped up with an O-ring there, so you don't hear any. The wind is blowing out there, and you guys didn't hear any wind in my transmission. So definitely a cool system. Like I said, there's $62.99. I will put a link down below to my affiliate store if you're interested in checking them out. I think it's a good deal for what it is. I think it's a pretty darn good deal. I've bought so many pairs of these one headphone boom mic systems over the years, and they've all failed on me or broken or gotten squashed in the car while you're going to the event. Something like that is going to happen with that. That's a nice beefy unit. It's going to hold up. Anyway, folks, I thank you for watching. Don't forget to check out our Amazon affiliate store down below. I try to put everything I review in there. If there's nothing you like, just click the link and shop as you normally would. And don't forget to check out our Thrive Life link down below. We are getting a lot of our foods back in stock from the initial rush after the virus made mainstream there, and everything's coming back in stock, so you guys can check it out, pick up what you need, and I thank you for watching. Stay safe and stay prepared.